Dear Diary, I'm in love.
Είναι μία από τις μεγαλύτερες υψηφόνους σε παγκόσμιο επίπεδο. Η λυρική σκηνή φέτος είχε την χαρά και την τιμή να ανοίξει με την παρουσία της. Λέγεται Ερμονέλα Γιάχο και εγώ την συναντώ για πρώτη φορά. Έχει ταξιδέψει σε ολόκληρο τον κόσμο, σε όλα τα μήκη και πλάτη της γης, στις μεγαλύτερες αίθουσες και είναι ένα σπουδαίο αστέρι. Απλή, γλυκιά, ήρεμη, ξέρει πολύ καλά τι κάνει, πού πηγαίνει και τι έχει καταφέρει. I'm talking about you a little bit.
Thank you.
Ερμονέλα, I'm very happy that we are here today.
Thank you for having me.
It's very nice to meet you. Welcome in Greece.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Art Week. And as far as I know, this is your first time here in Greece.
Yes.
And in Athens. So, how is this experience for you?
First of all, thank you for having me, and thank you for your welcoming. And with these words, I want to thank the whole staff here at this wonderful opera house. It was my first time in Greece, in Athens, and the experience, it was fantastic. It was amazing because I felt home from the first moment. I grew up with Greek mythology, everything. It was this world, magic world, something that you grow up when you are a child. And I had a special love for your country because the theater was created here. And I love the theater so much. It's the place therapeutic for me. It's a therapy for me when I'm on stage. My soul is free, my soul flies in another dimension. And somehow, like a little girl, I connected to this world where the theater was born. And at the end, coming right now and singing Madama Butterfly, the role of my dreams, here. And it was so special. It was so special because I found so much love. The high quality of this theater, this beautiful theater, new theater, which is fantastic, with a great acoustic, great everything. I don't know what the most beautiful words that I can say, and from the bottom of my heart, really, and coming back from 7-8 months of being home, and as we know, this difficult period that all the world is going through. And having this invitation, singing here, it was something so special for me, because this opera house made me dream again. Because for the artist, if you are not on stage, it feels like your soul is in quarantine.
You can't dream.
You can't dream because you have to go in another dimension. The theater brings you in a little detached from the reality, but just to dream, to go in the other world where everything is emotion, everything is human feelings, and it was fantastic. Really, it was fantastic. And I'm leaving. I will live, letting here, a piece of my heart in this, on this stage.
You know that Madama Butterfly was the opera that opened the scene in National Greek Opera 3 or 4 days before the beginning of Greek-Italian War. And now you opened the National Greek Opera.
It's fantastic. It's something, you know, I will remember for all my life. Yes, I've heard about that. And to come back, it's like a reborn, you know, of after this period, lockdown. And I feel really honored, and I'm so grateful. You know, you called me to sing Madama Butterfly, you know, to open again, if I can say, you know, the season, the opera house with Madame Butterfly. Because Madame Butterfly, it has this kind of range of emotion, you know, human feelings emphasized. It has hope, love, sacrifice, everything is emphasized. It's big, like our hearts, like Mediterranean, Balkan hearts, everything is loud. We want to, our soul is talking louder, like the opera. So, but I think maybe that's the connection that I feel so close to
Between
this
you
country.
and us.
Exactly. And yeah, and it's something that really I'm going to remember forever, to open with Madame Butterfly, to have this kind of history here. Yeah.
Let me know something. How did you feel in the period of the lockdown? How did you react? What was the negative and what was the positive, if any?
Yes. Oh God. It was difficult. In the beginning, it started like, okay, let's have some days off, because the rhythm of my work, it was so frenetic. I spent, without exaggerating, you know, during the year only 1.5 months at home. So the whole period, the whole year, traveling from one opera house to the other opera house, from one part of the world to the other part of the world. And I had that kind of rhythm. And suddenly, to stop, I didn't realize immediately, but after the first, second, third month, I was depressed, literally depressed, because yes, I was spending time with my family, but my emotion, my adrenaline, because when you have in front of you thousands of people almost every night, and you have this kind of vibration that's resonating with the public, oh my God, it brings you, it's not a normal life. and to go back to normality, less than a normal life.
It is very abnormal.
Abnormal, exactly, surreal. It was difficult, it was difficult. I had moments that I thought, oh my God, I'm not gonna sing anymore on stage. And I had my moments really, I was really depressed, crying, and I thought, oh. But at the same time, I took advantage studying because you improve every day, so the perfection doesn't exist. And somehow I wanted to live in my mind in the opera world, like I was studying, I was singing, and but still I missed something, because even if you sing, you know, on stage you have this kind of, I'm not saying the real competition, but a little competition with your colleagues, you know, and you share the experience with your colleagues, and the vibration, the energy, the connection that you have with public, which gives a little fear, a little like the gladiator, you know, when he goes, you know, to fight, you know, and need that kind of the people, the public to scream at him, to give the courage, to give something, the energy. I miss that. And the positive side, it was that I appreciated every moment, never taking for granted anything in our lives, you know. And when I came back, I realized that my first rehearsal here, I was like a little girl. I didn't want to stop, because singing Butterfly, it's heavy, it's hard, it's a demanding role. But singing for so long time, I didn't want to complain, oh my God, because I had a jet lag, or no. I was ready to sing 2-3 times, you know, at the same day, because I didn't want to take it for granted, you know, to live this moment in the theater. And the negative side, I think it was an alarm for the whole world how vulnerable the artists are. And behind the artists, the whole families, you know, because you have technician, you have the administration and everything. And the vulnerability of this job is something that today you are an artist, tomorrow you are nothing.
It's very tough.
It is tough, and a lot of my colleagues, they wanted to change, to quit, to do something else, because they have to maintain their families. And the other side, it was that finally we understood that we have to respect each other. We human beings, we went too far. We took for granted everything. The lack of empathy. So we talk, but we don't listen exactly. We don't have empathy to each other. And the respect for each other, the appreciation for the nature, for everything. And that's why we reached this state, and we don't know how to move, how to make things work, because we didn't pay attention to each other. And I think the art, the music, in this case, it's a big lesson how to live in harmony. Because to make beautiful music, I have to listen to you. You have to listen to me, to listen to the orchestra listening to each other. So to respect the duty, the job of each other, and it makes this kind of beautiful harmony that we like to listen to watch. And that's the lesson that I think the politicians and every person in the world, if they have decision, you know, to take about the countries, they have to learn. So that's the positive and negative side I discovered in this lockdown. Yeah.
Let's get back to Albania because you were born there.
Yes.
Yes, tell me about your childhood years.
My childhood, I was this little girl, growing up in a communist country where everything it was handled by the state, but growing up with this this kind of passion and the love that only we understand. Everything is louder. If we'll say I love you, it's louder. I hate you, it's louder. So we have this kind of, to express ourselves, and because we are the same. And I grew up in a family. My father worked in military. My mother as a teacher, but after that she had to take care about the family, so she quit her job and she was a mom. They tried hard, as every family, every parents, to make the life easy for their children. But I saw, because children, we are like white books, the life from when we are kids until now, it's like, a book that the experience is writing by themselves, And I saw them struggling so hard, with a lot of sacrifices. But they understood that I loved singing so much. I was really a timid girl, but I could explode only when I was singing. It was something that at that period we thought, okay, just to have fun, to have this kind of, just to show up and to be the singer. I was playing like was, the great singer, the pop singer, because right now everyone, even the young generation, they don't think about the opera, they think more the pop singer because they are more famous. But step by step, when I was 14 years old, I wanted to continue to become a professional singer, not yet opera singer. And I needed to prepare, as an audition, I needed to prepare a romanza in operatic way. I didn't have a clue. I thought, oh my God, let's go and let's see what is the opera. And it's interesting, how magic is music. I went to sing Tirana, Traviata, my first opera.
With your brother? Or?
My big brother. And I thought, why these ladies are screaming? Come on. But from the first note of the overture, the first sound, I fell in love immediately. And I thought, wait a minute here. And it was that kind of connection I didn't understand in that period, in that time. But I decided, and I told to my brother, of course in a Balkan way, I told, at the end, now I decided my future. I am going to be an opera singer, and I'm not going to die if I don't sing once in my life this opera. I've sung so far 300 times, and I feel so proud because every time I go on stage, I remember that little girl. And always I tell to my students, to the young generation, everything is possible. Even we live in a difficult times, but sometimes I think life will test your dream. I had a difficult life living Albania, going to Italy. I had big dreams, but without money, and I had to work for myself. And I had the choice to go back to my family, to my parents. But in my mind always it was this thought that if my dream is so big, if I'm talking that I want to become an opera singer, I want to sing, the singing is the freedom of my heart, my soul. So I think this is a test. And I understood that the difficulties, they tortured a little bit my soul, but they gave to my soul all those feelings, pain, love, depression, joy, sacrifice, and I think at the moment that you go in that place, as an artist, you know how to give that on stage, because the opera, the theater, has this duty to be a cathartic, and the Greek theater taught to the whole world that, because the theater was created here as a cathartic, you know, connection with the public. So in that moment I understood that those difficult moments, those tears and everything, you know, they gave to my soul the colors of my, all the colors of the feelings of the human being, you know, that we have, maybe in extreme, but it was like an archive that I went there in those places, and that's why when I'm on stage, I try to channel all those difficult and beautiful moments that I had in my life with the public. And I think that the connection, that it was my strongest card, you know, on stage, that connected to me with the public, yeah.
What were the main tools or elements that brought you to the top?
To the top. I never thought I'm going to be on the top. Always I thought I wanted to be an artist, to be sincere, to be honest. It was a price for that. Because to go there, I've learned that you have to be open-minded, open soul, which is a big risk because you are going to be hurt, because you can't protect your soul when you are on stage. It's completely,
you are vulnerable.
You are so vulnerable, but I think the vulnerability connects us, you know. The pain will connect us more than the joy as well, but the pain connects the human beings to each other. And I understood that step by step. And the moment that I stopped having expectations, this was a big step forward for me, because when you are on stage, you are so vulnerable and you want to be loved from everyone, which is impossible because you are not the only person in the world. And I understood that. And from that moment, I told to myself, just be yourself with your, you know, positive and less positive things, you know, with all your colors that you have, you know. And if you are going to be yourself, honest, sincere to yourself, I think the honesty will connect with everyone. And from that moment, I understood that I connected with public more and more and more, and suddenly I found myself, if we can call that, on the top, and but not because of the voice, not because of something superficial or subjective.
Because of what?
Because of the soul. I try to be honest with myself and to give to my voice the colors of the soul of the character that I'm singing. I'm really honest. I try to be honest. I'm a little idealist. I know it sounds a little odd today.
No, not at all.
But I believe in unconditional love. I believe, you know, in the
without
humanity.
Limits, like Madama Butterfly.
Like Madama
without
Butterfly,
limits.
so without limits, and I believe in it. I get hurt, but I believe in it, and that's me. And I think that that's this kind of way how to approach on stage to all the characters, which is a part of myself. I dress, you know, in these characters, which connects with the public. So, and so far, after almost 27 years of this career, if still I'm here, still we are talking about that, I think I did a good job. It could be better, absolutely. Every day we improve. So, yeah.
Oh,
Was it fate? Was it the hard work? Was it what? Apart from the hard way of working?
Both. Lena, they were both. It was hard work, absolutely, but faith as well. It's interesting, you know, always I've been a little closed, you know, and like I was living when I was a child in a double world. The world of every day that you have to adapt yourself because there are certain conditions that every country has.
Rules.
Rules, absolutely. And in my mind, I had a diary. I wrote everything without, I'm not saying without rules, but without barriers, you know, walls. So, and when I read the notebook now, I read that, you know, in tears, but I'm so proud because everything I wrote, I realized that, you know, I'm living right now because I wrote there I wanted to be an opera singer. I wanted to sing this opera in this opera house. I wanted to sing, and everything it happened. So I think it was faith as well. And we need to dream. The human beings, we need to dream, especially in this kind of reality that we are living, which is so difficult to make plans for the future. But to dream, dreaming is, it gives, you know, some freedom, you know, to go in those places. Yes, of course, it's ideal, okay? But we need to dream, because if you dream, it gives you that kind of fire and the reason to wake up in the morning. At least for me, it was like that. So it was hard work and faith. You're absolutely right. And somehow I found the way how to channel myself, channel my feelings, because we live, you know, in a society so judgmental, and we are afraid to be completely open because we are going to be punished. You know, because it is like it is, you know, and somehow maybe I was afraid. Somehow I wanted to protect myself. And I created this world, which is the world of the opera. And I was lucky that somehow I found that, you know, to channel and to put, yes, you put the mask, you put this beautiful, especially here, there's a cho-cho-san, there's a butterfly, these kimonos, and, but behind is a human being, is Ερμονέλα. Through Madama Butterfly, cho-cho-san, I'm taking out a lot of my feelings as well. And somehow I think, okay, they're not going to judge me as Ερμονέλα, but it's Madama Butterfly. But it's a freedom, a channeling of your feelings. And that's why for me it's so important, because I feel free. I feel free on stage. And yes, they are going to judge me as an opera singer. But at the same time, you know, I feel protected. Yeah, but I feel protected. Yes. Maybe I found the double, you know, effect that it has opera on me.
How many times have you played Madama Butterfly? Somewhere I read 171.
73. Yesterday I was counting 73. So, yes, and every time
it's amazing.
It's amazing, and every time it's like the first time. You know, never taking that for granted, because you think the opera is the same, the music is the same, the drama is the same, but we are not the same. We change.
So it is not boring for you?
No, absolutely. Every time I'm like shaking, oh my God. You think, really? You never sang this opera before? And I see my colleagues, and yes, because today is like the first, and for me, to be honest with you, maybe I will sound really Mediterranean, but it's my first and last show of my life, every time I'm on stage. So, because it's unique, you have to live it in full, you know, 100%. It's magic, and you don't know if it's going to be another time tomorrow. And especially right now that we are so vulnerable, every day something new. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so I want to live in full. And yeah, and it's so, I feel really moved at the end when I finish, and always I kiss the stage, because I think, oh, maybe this time is going to be the last time, but let me leave, you know, a piece of my soul here. So, and it's fulfilling, you know, for an artist, yeah.
about the audience? Because somewhere I read that you have said that the audience wants blood to be satisfied. What do you mean by that?
Blood. Yes, it sounds okay. See, our way to talk with really with the drama, with the tragedy. Blood, blood. Because I compare that with the gladiators. You know, the gladiators, they have this kind of, even they know that they are going to die for some reason because it's a fight, you know, for you live or you die, you know. But the way how the public is screaming, you know, they need blood in the sense that they need that kind of energy, and they give the energy to you as an artist. You feel that. So the public, you know, we have the reality with so many things happen, you know, around us every day. You are coming to the theater to dream or to travel in, I don't know, in another world in somehow, you know, to live with the characters that you are watching, to live this love story, tragic story.
Whatever.
Whatever, exactly. And as an artist, or as a public, if you come to see 3 hours, to sit there 3 hours, and to listen these people screaming 3 hours, you think, oh my God, 5, 10, 15 minutes, come on, please, finished here. So, but the opposite, if you say a story, and you believe in that story, but not only the leading role, but all together. So it doesn't mean you are the diva, the leading role. We all are the part of this family, part of this story, this life experience of this character. And if we all believe in it, believe me, the public will be with you. And it's this kind of, I believe in energy. It's this kind of energy, this kind of vibration, and you feel it. And you feel the dead silence because they are living with you. They are, and somehow they help you. I felt that when I was
in this. They are connected.
Connected, and you feel a better artist, a better human being, because there you see when you leave your soul completely open, just live this experience on stage, and you'll feel from their souls as well. It's this kind of connection. It's so special. It's so magic. Only the theater done with the whole heart, without, you know, walls, without barriers, you know, you can feel that. And it feels like everyone, the stage and the public, it's part of this family. And I felt it when I was in this lockdown. I was exercising beautiful, you know, scale and okay, but I missed it. You need to feel that fear as well, because you have the responsibility. They pay the ticket. And they must pretend a human experience, spiritual human experience, I could call that. And we are obliged to have to give that to them. And the public will give us, you know, their love, or, you know, if it's connected, you know, if it was connected. So that kind of blood I was talking about, you know, that connection. And you can't fake it, because if you fake it on stage, you are going to feel the public is going, okay. And you feel this kind of reaction, and the connection that they love it, and they want more and more and more. So yeah, that kind of blood I was talking, not just. Sometimes at the end when I'm doing that, you know, the harakiri, yes. I believe in it, and I do it. Sometimes I think seriously, and I have, but now it's covered, but I have signs, because I forget that I'm on stage, and sometimes, thank God it's not the real knife, because, you know, I forget and I leave it for sure on stage. So it's not the destiny to die on this stage. I'm kidding.
I know that you have many students, young artists.
Yes.
And you teach in Albania?
No, in every part of the world.
In every part.
In every part of the world, yeah.
What is your modus vivendi? What do you say about this art? to your students?
First of all, you know, the first thing that I tell them that they need to love it. Because you can't, if you think to become rich with classic music, you're wrong. First of all, especially right now with this kind of vulnerability, you don't know that what is going to happen tomorrow. So it has to be the necessity of their soul, not just only the idea, because now everything is about the social media, about Instagram, you know, everything is, it's a show, you know, you are showing something which is not true, especially in the classical music. It takes hard work, absolutely hard work, and has to be for you as a young artist, what I said to them, the oxygen of your soul. Only if it means so much to you, just work hard and then somehow you'll make it. Otherwise, better to do something else. It's not just to have fun and entertainment. Art, it's something necessity of our life. So, yeah, that's what I'm teaching them. And if I see, when I see, you know, on my skin that there are elements that really love it. They love the music, of course.
You recognize.
I recognize it because I've been there. So there I go and we'll go to work on technique or to tell them the truth, how hard it is, you know, to become an opera singer and to make the living. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Ernmonela, how hard it is to be on the top? Are you lonely up there?
Absolutely. Your best friend, it's your loneliness. Even you have a lot of people that they love you, but at the end you are by yourself. And yeah, you are so much alone. And I think it's that kind of soul tormented in continuation, but which it feeds as well the reality of the music, what you can give to the public. And if you don't go there, what is painful, never you are going to be an artist, never you are going to connect with the people. Because the story said to us that the great artists, great composers, great artists in general, they were tormented soul, or soul tormented. So the loneliness is something that, it's something really, it will be with you hand by hand. So that's the price that you need to pay somehow. But yeah, and I realized that, you know, day after day, older I get, you know, and yeah, this is the big price that you have to pay. But yeah, but if you go there in the dimension that your, you know, human depth, you know, when it hurts, I think there's in that precise moment you can produce something beautiful, special, and will connect with public. Doesn't matter in which language you say that. In which to which country you belong, doesn't matter. There you recognize that the human being, we are human beings, no matter what.
Is there any space for you to have a personal life? You're talking about the audience, the public, your art, your passion, your effort, your technique. Where is Ερμονέλα, this small kid?
The small kid. It's still here in front of you. That's why maybe I dedicated all my life so far to the music, because I found my freedom there. There I felt the little Ερμονέλα. the theater, the music, maybe it's the only place that you think it sounds like it's the place that everything is. At the end, it's a theater, it's not the real life, but I feel free there. Yes, I have family, I take care of my family, absolutely. I become a sister, I become a wife, I become an aunt, taking care. But maybe I forgot to take care of Ερμονέλα, I think, and the only dimension that I dream like a little girl, still I dream. Every time I'm on stage I dream, and I become that little girl where I recognize myself, and sometimes I don't want to stop. I think, I hope my life will be ended on stage, just, yes, maybe still I'm searching, and sometimes the real fight or the real searching in my life is to find maybe Ερμονέλα, the real Ερμονέλα. I don't know. Still, I don't have an answer. Yeah, I'm really moved every time I speak about this.
The small girl.
The small girl, but maybe because, yeah, always I wanted to be that good girl, not to give problems, not to give, to be self-sufficient, you know, because I saw my parents how much they struggled, how difficult it was, you know, like every country, and I wanted to become the little girl, but to become big immediately, to take care of myself, and to become the, you know, to become the person who can take care of herself, you know, without help from no one else. So, yeah, and maybe I didn't have time to go step by step like everyone, to live those moments as a child, as a teenager. But this is life, and I'm happy the same, because it was my journey. That's why I'm the person.
It is your journey.
Exactly. And that's why I become the person that I became, you know, so everyone has their own journey. It doesn't have to be the same for everyone, so, yeah.
You are a worldwide known soprano. You know that.
I've heard that, and I like it. To be honest, I don't want. I want to be sincere and honest with you, but I don't think in that way. You know, to me, it's living. As I told you, I know it sounds so simple to say that. I live every day like a student, like a little girl, still discovering new things. Even if I sang Butterfly 170 something times, or Traviata 300 times, still for me it's the first time. Still it's that little girl, or the 14 years old Ερμονέλα, that she wanted to become an opera singer. When you go on stage, it's something that I remember that moment. I'm saying, see, still I'm here. You know, I'm living my dream, and I feel lucky.
And maybe this is the key, that you remain simple.
I think so, because at the end you are a human being, you know. Yes, it's...
down to earth?
You have to be down to earth, because otherwise you can't connect with the public. The artist without public, it's nothing, it doesn't exist, you know. At the end you are singing every time. Doesn't matter if you are famous or not, at the end you are a human being, an artist, and you are singing, you know, human feelings as well. And human feelings are not only for the diva, are for the human beings, and the human beings is the range, the people, the poor people and the rich people, doesn't matter. So the soul is a soul for everyone, and I think in that way, I think that every day I have to improve. Every day I study, like, you know, it's the first time that I sing, not how many times, you know, 1,000 times in in this time, almost 27 years of this career. And yeah, but I feel happy because when I listen those words, because in somehow my emotion connected with everyone. As I told you, it doesn't matter if we are here and we understand each other, because the way how we think is the same, you know, really too passionate. But it happened in Australia, it happened in Japan, it happened in China, it happened in Italy, in Germany, in London, everywhere. And it makes me feel that in somehow my duty as an artist, I think I've done something, you know, right. I've done something right. The connection that I wanted to have with public, yeah.
You had the connection here in Greece also. You have to know that because you were amazing. There was a connection between us.
Thank you, the same for me.
It was very nice for me to meet you, Ερμονέλα.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the appreciation. I'm so grateful to you, to everyone here that welcomed me as a daughter, as a sister, as like I belonged here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to come back again. I'm going to leave a piece of myself here on stage, so thank you so much. Σας ευχαριστώ.
Και εμείς πολύ. Take care.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
I love
and
you
we
too.
need you.
I need you too. We need each other. Thank you so much. Thank you.